The latest news, updates, and more from the world of health and medicine. This is Medical Minutes with Wish TV's medical reporter, Dr. Mary Gillis.
From Wish TV, I'm medical reporter Dr. Mary Gillis, and this is Medical Minutes on the All Indiana Podcast Network. The American Red Cross is experiencing a severe blood shortage as the number of trauma cases, organ transplants, and elective surgeries rise. Donors of all blood types, especially type O, are urged to make an appointment to give as soon as possible to prevent delays to critical care patients. On this week's episode, I speak with a representative from the organization's Indiana branch about why there's a shortage and what you can do to help. Our conversation is next. The nation is experiencing a severe blood shortages as the number of trauma cases, organ transplants, and elective surgeries continue to rise. Here with us now to talk about it is Lamar Holliday. He's the Regional Communications Director from the American Red Cross Indiana branch. Hi.
Hello.
Well, welcome. So we're talking about this severe blood shortage, and we're talking about nationally, but also, of course, in Indiana. So how severe are we talking about?
Yeah, so we're talking about, we essentially have less than a day supply of blood to provide for these transfusions. And so that is the reason why we're making this call and why it is a severe blood shortage. And so we are now encouraging people, if you have the time, please take time to donate blood because, again, these people rely on these transfusions to live.
Can you put that in context, Lamar? You just said less than a day's shortage in terms of patients, in terms of, in the way that you say it is extraordinary. But
Yeah.
how else can we think about that?
Absolutely. So as you just mentioned, a lot of selective surgeries, a lot of organ transplants, and some of these trauma cases that are in need of blood, these appointments are either being delayed because there's not enough supply to give these individuals. And so there's a combination of reasons why we've gotten to this point. A lot of these surgeries and selective surgeries were put off because, of course, of the pandemic. So our hospitals, doctors and nurses were really on the front lines fighting that. And so a lot of our cancer patients, those who were needed selective surgeries, were put off because of COVID. So now that things are back online, we're starting to see the rise in those cases. On top of, during this time of year, a lot of our donors, they're not donating. So of course, it's the summer months, people want to get out, especially after COVID, spend time with family. And so those two things combined has really put us in this position of a severe blood shortage. So again, this is why we're encouraging people, if you have an hour of your time, it can literally save a life. It is a lifetime difference. And so if you go to redcrossblood.org, schedule an appointment by your zip code, it is really needed at this time.
Wow. I mean, it's interesting that you put it that way in terms of people are wanting to get out and see family and maybe not spend their time to go and donate blood because, you're don't feel so well afterwards, maybe have to take a little time to rest. That's so, and it takes maybe an hour. And when you give back like that, it's extremely important. But also, so trauma, it really interests me in that way because when you have a trauma victim and you don't have blood, what do you do? These people need this immediately, in addition to someone who needs this lung transplant or kidney transplant. That's incredible. Yeah. So, this is a really huge issue right now. But is there a specific blood type that we need?
Yeah, so type O blood is the one that is really important because that type of blood can be used for anyone who has any different type of blood. So if you have AB or any of those different blood types, type O can be used across any blood types. And so the fact that we're really low on that is the one that we really need to supply up, if you will. So if you know that you have type O blood, please reach out, redcrossblood.org, and schedule an appointment. Again, because that can transfer to anybody who has any type, a blood type outside of that particular blood type.
Wow, right. And it's important to know what type of blood you have, just in general. I mean, because we need type O, but I mean, really, any type of donation, as you're saying, Lamar, is important and desperately needed. But we also need platelets. So can you explain why we also need platelets?
Well, platelets serve as a way to help people in many different ways, especially when it comes to certain treatments, cancer treatments. And so I know up in our Fort Wayne area, we are taking those platelet donations. Here in Central Indiana, though, we're really focused on just red blood cell. And just the blood itself. But if you're in the Fort Wayne area or have family that's in the Fort Wayne area, those platelets are just as important. And so again, go source cancer treatments, and we actually have used platelets for COVID patients and things like that. So if you're up in the Fort Wayne area, no family up there, please encourage them to do that as well. But here in Central Indiana, we are focused on just whole blood. And so again, redcrossblood.org is a way to set those up.
Okay, redcrossblood.org. We will be certain to have that on our website, a link to our website. Anything else you want to add to Hoosiers, how they can help out and how critical this is?
Yeah. So again, we understand that people are wanting to get out. So if before a vacation, if you can just slide in an appointment, or even if you're on vacation, if you're away for a few days and you're with your friends or family, again, it's an hour of your time. One donation can save up to 3 lives. And so that's really huge right now, as a lot of these patients are waiting to get these transfusions. So before you head to the beach or take that vacation, or even in the middle of your vacation, if you have some time, redcrossblood.org, that's the place to go to register and sign up. And again, it can make a lifetime difference.
Can make 3 lives difference. That's incredible how you put it. 1 donation, 3 lives.
Right.
So these donors, we need these donors to come on out and step up and be there for the community. Lamar, thank you so much for joining us and raising awareness of this really important issue. Really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
This has been Medical Minutes from Wish TV. I'm medical reporter Dr. Mary Gillis. Be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast and check out new updates every week. You can also learn more at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook.
Learn more and get more with Wish TV. Online at wishtv.com, and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook, be sure to check out more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.